woke up and I rolled out of bed. Got dressed and I left at 10. Checked my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah! I know this'll be the day. Oh, yeah. Everything will be okay. Oh, yeah. I kiss my cares all away. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. My way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing on these streets. Oh yeah! Ain't nobody gonna cry today. Ain't nobody gonna die today.
Good morning, good morning. How are you guys? It is nice to see you.
It's Friday.
Yeah, it is. You love Fridays.
I do, but in our business, I mean, I think it's just a mental thing. You think you're at the end of the week and you're really not. You get to the end of the week on Sunday and then you turn around and start over. So, but tomorrow we have some personal things that we're doing, so I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, that's very good. It's important that you kind of do take enough time for yourself, right, in this career, because all of a sudden you do get kind of burnt out. You end up, like Shana's saying, like the week just keeps coming and coming and coming, and people expect all of that type of stuff, right? That you're like always present and always available. So you do have to take some downtime. And we do have some downtime coming up, possibly.
I don't know, it's downtime. We're going to be chopping down trees all day tomorrow, but I'm excited about it. It's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, that's interesting. We'll share maybe more about that on Monday. But we'll remind people and announce and remind that on next week
is Thanksgiving. So I know some of you are going out of town, but we've decided we will not be holding broker meetings next week because of the holiday week. So enjoy your week off. Doesn't mean you have a week off that you just don't work, because we know in real estate you have to keep plugging along and keep pumping stuff in your pipeline and continue to work and grow, but we won't have meetings.
And if you do have anything that comes up that you need, let's stick to a definitive kind of time slot. So let's meet earlier in the week. If you need it, we can meet remotely or whatever it is. We're not saying that you can't meet with us.
We won't have regular meetings,
Correct.
But if you need something and you really want to meet, Monday, I would say, and Tuesday would be ideal.
Yeah, let's do it as soon as we can early in the week, possibly remote, so it makes it easy, so everyone can do it regardless of where you happen to be traveling to or doing any one of those things.
Yeah.
So that would be good. And then the week following that, we're going to stick to our normal meeting schedule. So you'll be meeting with Megan during that week. Mm-hmm. Okay, so not with us then. What else do we have? The weather's been amazing for like just this little while here, right? So make sure that you're really enjoying it and taking advantage of it, because it's
really
going to
humid
change.
this morning. I don't know why I decided that my workout mornings weren't early enough. So today I went to the 5 a.m. class, and it's a little early, but maybe I can get used to it. I go at 5:30. I don't know what 30 minutes makes a difference, but
it's quite a bit at that hour, because that's when the class actually starts. That's not like when you're waking up.
Yeah.
So it is crazy. It is crazy.
Got to get ready for the chocolate pie.
Let's hit the bell and move on to topic uno. Hey, do you want to be the best YouTube viewer of the year?
Yeah.
If you do, chat in and say your name, right? And you can be the best YouTube viewer of the year. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk you through right now kind of the best ways that you can be a viewer, especially for our show here, and how you can interact and kind of what can go on. So we're going to take a walk through. We're going to do a full demo on how you would log in, how you can subscribe, hit the bell, how you
Pay
can log in
attention,
early,
everybody.
how you can watch live, right? How you can announce your attendance, how you can ask questions later, like what's going on, and then what happens to the show afterwards. So we're going to hit all of those topics and more right now.
Great.
Okay. So let's go ahead and start off, and we're going to maybe split the screen here, and we're going to demo kind of how to log in. So we have producer O here for us, and he's going to be helping us walk through. On the screen over here, we have that we are currently logged in as Shana. So Shana, her account is actually separate, right, from what we have as Acquisto Real Estate. So Shana is going to go ahead and show us what we do next. So the first thing we're going to do is go over here and we would hit the subscribe bell. Now, we might have a slightly different login because we
So,
have something.
I'm sure
Go ahead.
that everyone knows this, but it's at youtube.com. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you
Yeah.
go to youtube.com.
Let's back that up.
Yes,
Let's
yeah.
back that up. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to be signed in first to Google.
Yeah.
So Google and YouTube, YouTube is a Google product. Thank you for catching me on that. I was trying to show how to demo login, and I just went right to it, right? So what we're doing here is you will click on the upper right-hand corner when you're logged in to your account, and we're hovering over that now, showing the face. So that would be in the upper right corner. And then when you're logged in as yourself, right, then you can actually go ahead, and it's pretty interesting how easy it is. Let me show real quick, Omkar, that when you do this, all you have to do is add a new browser tab if you ever get stuck. And over here, these icons come up, and it'll show you all of your Google apps. So this shows all the different apps that you kind of have. And if you go in here and you click on the YouTube one, then you'll be logged into YouTube with your Gmail account. So it's kind of like open a new browser tab and then go ahead and click there, and then you can be logged into whichever one of these are, whether it's Gmail, whether it's your photos. But for this particular thing, we want to log in to YouTube. So now we hit YouTube, and now we're logged in as Shana. And then what we're going to do is now, for the first time, we need to go ahead and find the Acquisto Real Estate channel. So to do that, we'll go ahead in the search bar, and we'll type in Acquisto Real Estate.
And you can see everything Shana was looking at.
And now when we look up Acquisto Real Estate, we're going to see the channel. And what you will be able to do is go ahead and subscribe. That would be the first thing. Now, we were already subscribed, so there you go, you subscribed. And then there's a bell over here. So what the bell does is it has you be notified when a new video comes out and when we kind of start. So you don't have to go through that process every day. You'll just get this notification as long as your device allows for it. So you might have to check your settings and make sure that you've enabled that bell to kind of go off. It'll ding, you'll get a notification, you click on it, and it'll bring you directly there every day after. So that's what
Yeah, it's
hitting the
easy.
bell is.
Yeah.
So go ahead and hit the bell there, and then you'll be following. So I guess that you now have logged in or created an account. If you don't have a Gmail account, then you'll have to create one. But I'm going with the given that we all have a Gmail account in some way, shape,
And
or
some
form.
of you have asked, I can't chat in, or I can see it, but I can't chat in. So if you're not subscribed, you're not going to be able to do that.
Yeah, if you're not logged in,
Yeah,
right?
logged in and- yeah.
subscribed, then you kind of can't do that.
Yeah.
So then we talked about subscribing and hitting the bell, and then we want you to log in early so that you don't miss any part of it. So we start at 8:45, as close there as we can, and we normally start playing some music about 5 minutes early. So we'll start playing the music early so you can get in. What that should allow you to do is not miss kind of the opening of it. So we do have on the opening credits that it starts at 8:45, and then we're playing some music. We'll change the music up from time to time. Maybe give me a thumbs up if you like the music.
And maybe you send us a little video if you're like dancing to it before TNT. That would be
Dancing?
pretty cute. Yeah.
All right.
I think we got some dancers.
There's all different types of ways that you can watch it. So I've heard
I
of
do
all
that.
the different applications where people watch. So you can obviously watch on your phone. You can cast it from your phone to your TV. If you have a smart TV, there's most likely the YouTube app inside there. So you could watch it on there. You might need to chat in or put your things in on your device, because you have to be able to type it in. It might be easier if you're on this. You can watch it on your computer. You can watch it on your desktop or your laptop or whatever, the iPad, all the different devices. It does help if you open it up full screen. Then you'll be able to see kind of what we're showing off.
Sometimes
just
it's a little
bit better.
delayed. I mean, I guess they wouldn't know that.
No.
I log in multiple devices sometimes, so I see that, but I guess they wouldn't see that.
No, they probably would not. So
Okay.
it does take a delay because it is live. It's 100% live, and we're all interacting here. So log in early and then watch it live. So that's going to be the best way so you can interact. Okay, so that helps out quite a bit. So you're interacting, and what that means is if you log in late. So let's say that we start at 8:45, and now if you happen to be, life happens. If you log in at 8:50, right, and you're 5 minutes late, then you missed half of the first, the intro and a little bit of the first topic. And you kind of don't know what we're talking about, so it's kind of an issue. But what we do want you to do is stay watching from that moment forward on the live feed. So then you'll go ahead and you'll be able to interact and go through and do kind of what's going on, and you'll see what's going on. So we do have, we're showing off a little bit of the delay. That's kind of cool. And so you go ahead and watch that bad boy live. Then what we'd like you to do is afterwards, after the show ends, go back and watch from the beginning of the episode and watch to where you were when you started. So you make sure you see the whole thing. So that's kind of like that. Hey, that's kind of on you because you logged in a little bit late. So
Hey, at least you can log in late. Mike's 7-minute rule. Some of you
I'll
might
just
know
cancel the
7-minute
meeting if
rule.
you're 7 minutes late. But anyways, back to this. When you log in and do that, now YouTube does take a couple of minutes to publish it. So there's the possibility that once it ends, that we have to finalize it and it has to get posted so you can do that. So you might have to wait a few minutes or log back in just a little bit to be able to go ahead and do that. And, you should be fine there.
Love it.
Okay? And then we want you to interact. And so the first way to interact is to announce that you're present. And that really helps. So what we're starting to do each day is it helps that we know who's on, who's watching, who's engaging, who's interacting. So that's really an important thing. Shauna really likes to know. We don't get to see you guys.
I like to know, and, I think it's important to see who's really engaging and knows what's going on around here.
So as soon as you log in, if you log in early, just go ahead and do that. And we can see the viewers that are on there, the number of them, but we can't see whom you are until you announce yourself. So go ahead and take roll call right at the beginning. Maybe we'll remind everyone to do that right in the open. But just do roll call as soon as you log in, then we know we're kind of good to go. It helps us too. And then we're like, oh yeah, everyone's on here. That's good, right? And we know who's watching and when they're watching. And we can ask somebody to comment on something. So sometimes I might need something from a particular person. I'll need like a link from Megan. And it helps if I know she's present, and then she can go ahead and chat that link in and kind of help out if that's the case. Okay?
Yeah.
Then, so we talked about interacting. And then interact to ask questions.
Yeah.
So if you have something that's relevant, we do want you to go ahead and ask it or type it or whatever. We will see the comment, but like not necessarily immediately. We're trying to look into the camera, and it's kind of off to the side just a little bit. So we kind of see what's going on, and we can look at it from time to time and see what it is. If anything's important that comes up, it's like super hot topic, then producer O will say it in my ear, and I'll hear it, and then I'll go ahead and take a look and see those comments.
I think it's funny, some people are like, here, and I just think about back in school when you'd have to like either you raise your hand, say here. There was always one kid that's like present.
Yeah.
Right? It's like,
Yeah, so
Funny.
announce yourself however you would like.
yeah.
Then interacting and asking questions is the good thing that we just covered. And then we want you to go ahead and share with others. That's kind of a core thing that's important to us. It's one of our values. And as our business began growing, we realized that we needed to give back. And one of the ways that we felt to give back was to share some knowledge and to have events and different things. But during COVID, we kind of can't have
Yeah.
these big events. So what we're now doing is trying to share this with whomever wants. So if you know somebody that's like, hey, I'm thinking about getting licensed, and maybe I'll do that. And there's a lot of people that consider that from time to time, right? So go ahead and be like, hey, if you really want to start, just go ahead and share this with them, and they can start watching it, and they'll see if, the topics we cover and the things they do are relevant for them. It doesn't matter if they're going to ultimately be with our brokerage or not, and it doesn't really even matter where they are, right? So if they want to continue to learn some real estate topics, definitely pass this along and share
Maybe you
it
have
with
an
them.
investor, or I mean, you just never know.
It doesn't even
So,
matter. Clients are
just-
totally fine if they want to see more about us. If you're like, hey, somebody wants to kind of meet us or whatever, just like go ahead and share the channel with them. And there's a link in YouTube where you can go ahead and share the channel or share the video. And then once you share the video with them, maybe we can split that screen up again, Producer O. And then if we click on any of the videos that are over here, then maybe not the live one. I don't know if you can share live, but share whichever you prefer. And go ahead and see that. And then there is a share button. So you'll hit the share button right over there. And then you can go ahead and share that with them. It says what time they want it to start at. You can post to Facebook or whatever you want to be. If we cover something that's interesting to you, right? And you say like, hey, this was something we covered today. And you can comment on it and you could share it out on your Facebook or,
feed, right.
yeah, your feed. Oh, I didn't even know those words. And then you can start it at a specific spot. So if we're speaking on something that's important to you or you want to share it with somebody else or whatever that happens to be, that's how you can get to that exact time. And then you should be good. It'll start right at that second when the other person gets it. So those are all options for you. But we want to share this content with others, specifically agents who want to join or clients or whatever, right? So go ahead and do that. And then we also want you to suggest topics.
Yeah,
for
you guys run
future
across a lot
episodes.
of different scenarios and have great ideas all the time. So we want you to share those with us.
And this one kind of came to us from one of the agents. They asked like, hey, I'm having a challenge with this. And we're like, you know what? We should actually go over and review that with everybody so they know how to do it. We kind of have a clean
Actually,
slate
a couple of agents.
on,
so this should
on what's going on. So I hope
good,
that helps them out. And then you were like, hey, what happens with the episode afterwards? And why are you kind of doing all of this? So let me kind of dive into that just a skosh. And if you would, we're going to pull up another link and show you where it goes ultimately on our website. And we'll have Producer O go over here. And what you'll see now is we are now on acquistorealestate.com. And we have a link and a page that's created. So what we do is we go through and as soon as the episode's done, it gets cut up into multiple different episodes. So we take each topic and put it together as a topic and it becomes a blog post. The blog post goes to our website and we download the whole transcript of kind of what went on. So every single word that we say now goes right on this page. So as you look down, all the words are right in here. So it's all transcribed. So if you like reading rather than watching, or if Mike talks too slow or any one of those things, then you can go ahead and scroll right down through here and you'll be able to like kind of read the things and see what it is. Now, the transcription might not be 100% perfect. We kind of, we just get through it, but that does take some serious effort there. And then we have other topics that we're working on in here so you can see similar topics and similar articles and what we've done in the past. This really helps out with SEO or search engine optimization on our page because then we've kind of covered this topic. It also helps on YouTube as well to get a bunch of things. So that works out well. If we go ahead and scroll back to YouTube and look at the channel, I might show off some super nerdy things because you guys are like, oh, wow, that's awesome. And maybe let's go in, Producer O, on vidIQ because you really like that stuff and so do I. And we'll maybe show off some of the things that kind of go in here. So he's now switching the account and logging in as Acquisto Real Estate. And then we're looking at it and he's looking at, there's a ton of different things. So we see this powered by vidIQ. vidIQ is a plugin that we added in that was suggested. And what we have here are a ton of stats that go along with it. So we're able to see all these different types of numbers of what's going on, who's watching, how much, what's the duration, how our subscriber growth is going, videos that are comparable. And then we get into super nerdy things. And when we go in and we look at any video, we have different topics that it kind of covers or tags or SEO things. So as we would click on one of them, what we might have here is he'll log in here and we can look at some of the stats with it. So over on the right, we have a history of the chat that comes up. And then what we have down here are some SEO things. And we have the option to add more SEO tags to it and to update it and make it a little bit better. And then they give suggestions as to other things. And then they'll talk about like competitors and like.
These are the things that, your computer, right? It just magically happens. Well, it doesn't. These are all the things that are put into this for us that make a huge difference. So thank you for that.
It might be like
Thank you for
super
being
nerdy.
nerdy.
It might be like super nerdy.
But it's necessary and
it makes a huge difference over a period of time.
Mm-hmm.
So all these things, we're tagging them, putting them together, putting them in topic clusters. Like there's a lot that goes on. I kind of enjoy that stuff
every time
and getting
we
it
talk
set
about
up.
this stuff, I'm just so thankful that I don't have to worry about that.
So anyways, that's how you can be
Thank
one
you.
of the best viewers of the year.
Yeah.
We hope that you...
Oh, is that going to be an award?
An
Viewer
award?
of the year?
It could be. It could very well be.
You never know.
All right. So go ahead and hit the bell and let's close that topic. Thank you, guys. And then we'll be done with that. 3 strategies for scooping up more market share. All right. Let's give some ideas.
More market share or even a new market.
Yes.
Right?
So
if
that's
you want to
specifically.
expand your business, recently we've done that. So we kind of have some firsthand experience at this.
We do. So we're real
Yeah.
estate brokers in the state of Texas. We've been doing this for like way too long.
No.
And no? Okay.
No.
Well, anyways, it's been like, I don't know, 20 years or something crazy like that. And we have a local boutique real estate brokerage in Frisco, Texas, just north of Dallas. And we decided it was time to kind of expand a little bit. And we were kind of pushed that way, just a touch. And so we had an
It's
amazing...
kind of accidental.
Well, an amazing
or-
client of ours asked for us to go to a new market. So tell me just a little bit about that.
So, we're always up for the challenge to try new things. And we had never, even visited this particular state. So our client was like, hey, you want to help us out? And we thought, sure. Because we've talked about this in the past, how it'd be so great because we love to travel, to go into another market and just kind of be the advocate for the client and research the brokers and connect them with someone that's like-minded that we feel would work for them.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, we went and we did just that. We literally, what we set out to do was to plan and to research. So know we're going in there. You have to plan and research, right? So the first thing we did is we literally got off the plane, got our car, and drove. Mike's like, we're going to go to the Chamber of Commerce. So we did. Went to the Chamber of Commerce to try to get meet everyone and understand who's really relevant in that market as far as real estate goes. So, we got a whole bunch of cards and information from different people, and then we started to call and set up appointments with them.
And we asked for information. So we were in Bozeman, Montana, is where we went to, and we needed to become licensed and do some stuff there. But we first needed to learn and research and interact and be part of and participate, right?
Yeah.
So we went out and we're there, and Chamber of Commerce gives us suggestions. And then we continue to listen. We asked a lot of questions of others, and we kind of got to what we needed to know. So we got some stuff, and then we participated in it locally. So we drove around, we ate downtown, we went and did things, right?
Asked
Whatever that was.
questions, got to know, different people, and not just, you may be in an area that you're adjacent to, like Frisco, Texas, and McKinney, Texas. They're, they join, but you may not be so familiar with Frisco. So how do you do that? And I think, going to the chamber and just understanding kind of what goes on around here, and just get a feel for the area, I think is important. And then you need to know your area. So you need to, you need to make sure you're legal there, right? So if you're not next an adjacent and adjoining city, then you want to make sure that you're licensed properly in that area.
So that's point 2.
Yeah.
Point 2 is to be legal.
Legal. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to be legal in that area. So, in Texas here, it's a huge state, right? So we're licensed to practice real estate in the entire state of Texas. Now, are we familiar and competent in San Antonio? No, we're not. You know, we know where to get the best tableside guacamole, but we don't know the housing there, right? So, you know, we would need to do the same thing there, even though we're legal. You have to be competent. That's part of our licensing requirement, is you need to be competent in that area. So to do that is to go and you drive around and you know the streets, you know the areas, you talk to other, schools, know the schools. And, you know, I think it's good to collaborate with other people.
Okay.
That's going to be our third topic there.
Yes.
Would be to collaborate. So I've always been a fan, even since, you know, we first got into real estate, is to get to know the other professionals. So we talked about going to the Chamber of Commerce and understanding who, like, the top agents are in the area. You can do your research and find that as well. But then go meet them, you know, and sometimes you might run across somebody that feels like, what are you doing? And they might be a little territorial. So my suggestion is, don't go in there thinking you know everything. Show them that you admire them, you researched and you found them to be a top professional in the area, and you would love to get information from them because they're amazing, right? Never pretend that you know everything, because you don't at that point. But, you know, collaborate.
So there's different types of collaborations, and that
Yeah.
would be ranging from if you are working with another agent or broker that's in the real estate industry, that's one type of collaboration. There's a different type where you could be with somebody else that is not an agent. So maybe you're working with a lender, a title company, and you're kind of sharing and doing some things. So what we're doing here is we're currently live on YouTube and we're giving some information out, right? And people are watching and all of that stuff. And a way that we are collaborating currently is this is an article that was written on Inman. And they had the exact way that they want it to be handled. So the article was originally written, 3 strategies for scooping up more market share. And we have the link, and we'll chat in that link for you so you guys can kind of see that. And there was a writer on it, and he spoke on what he believed was the best way to do. So what we've done is we've collaborated with him, and what we're doing is trying to grow. So what we've done is tweeted him out and said, like, hey, this is something we're doing here. Here's the live version of us speaking on your article. And we're talking
Great
about the
article.
3 points that were important to us. He had his points, and we kind of have our points. And what we like to do is, rather than speak from what you should do, we share what we did. And in doing that, it's just a slightly different angle. So Shana shared how we opened up in the state of Montana to get fully licensed there and to go through the whole process and to be competent and to be able to service clients there and to collaborate. So those are the initial kind of things that you have to do. Planning as well, on like the super nerdy side, I'm going to add in the other things that you'd have to make the plans for your website. You'd have to plan to add it to your IDX feed. So all that's in process. It's almost all done. So we'll be able to have searching for the state of Montana on our website and how that's working. Thank you very much, Naz, for making all that happen. So we did go through that. And so there's a bunch of stuff there. But those are kind of the 3 topics. Now, we're a broker, so we're talking about it from a different perspective in like states further away. Now, if you're an agent, you might be going through something like going to a territory that's close, that you are licensed in, like Shana spoke about. Might be just going the city over and doing the same thing, right? Like, we have agents that love one particular city. So, Hannah, maybe like come to Frisco and see if you like that city, and see if you like do the same exact thing there. Imagine if you
made her expand.
Imagine if you doubled your market share, right? Because you're currently doing very, very well in McKinney. And if you became McKinney and Frisco, there'd be even more stuff there. I don't know. Or if you're in the northern area and you want to go to Dallas in particular, and if that was a thing, then we could go ahead and do that. So, whoa, a little bit of shakiness. Hey, producer, should I go ahead and unplug and replug? Because that solves that. Your call.
This one.
All right, so we'll be right back in just 1 second. Hit buffer. Thanks. You can go back to that. All right, hey, that's fixed. So
No more shaky.
no more shaky. I don't know what was going on there. It's a problem for future Mike. We'll have to see if we can deal with that one. And so anyways, those are the different ways that you can go ahead and collaborate and 3 strategies to go ahead and grow your market share. Thank you very much to James and to David for bringing that topic up and giving us something to kind of discuss.
I love it.
Much appreciated.
Yeah.
See you guys next time.
Bye. Bell?
Bell. All right, so that's going to be a wrap today. We did talk about no meetings next week.
No meetings next week.
And then we did talk about how to be an amazing viewer on YouTube and how to make sure that you announce yourself every single time. And we did also talk about how to scoop up more market share. So that's a super relevant topic for you guys here, right? If you want to just expand a little bit, you want to grow. Sometimes when the market changes, you just need to expand a little bit. So Prosper was never a thing a long time ago. And then Salina, people are like, what? Salina? And then real quick, you realize that you're really in those markets, but you're maybe not competent enough, or you don't, you haven't done enough research.
But this kind of goes back to day one in real estate. This is kind of what you do. So you're always practicing these basic fundamentals, and if you just continue to do that, then it just works.
And if you're like, I don't have anything to do right now, I'm not sure, right?
Go learn something new. There's
exactly. So go find something else. Refer back to this particular video. Think about how you're expanding into a different market and kind of learn what's going on. So without further ado, I think we should say kind of goodbye for the day, but not bye forever.
Have a great weekend.
Amazing. Thank you guys very much. Catch you Monday.
And I rolled out of bed, got dressed and I left at 10. Check my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah, I know this'll be the day. Oh, yeah. Everything will be okay. Oh, yeah. I kiss my cares all away. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, 'cause I hear music playing on these streets. Oh yeah. Ain't nobody gonna cry today. Ain't nobody gonna die today. I kiss my cares all away. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Gonna be a good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day.